Do that and then tilt it up so it's not going. You're not getting like just fired right down the throat. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally exactly what I'm saying. Okay,
Literally.
I love getting throated.
I'm bricked up. Let's do this podcast.
And let's get on with the show.
How'd you guys like that new music?
Yeah, it's
I
new.
liked it.
It's hip and it's hop.
Hip hop, the hippie to the hop.
Hop, hop, beep, bop.
What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to another episode of What's the Diff, a podcast where we dive into topics that are really similar but also a little different.
Slightly.
Things that what?
Slightly.
Slightly.
I'm just adding like. Just keep going, man.
Smoke.
I'm your hype man.
Slightly.
Slightly.
Things that often get confused. Things you might not think about.
Confusion.
Things you wish you had. You know, like the backup guys usually are like further from the mic.
I don't want to be though.
Well, if you haven't had time to look into these things, don't worry. We did it for you. And after every episode, you'll be able to say, actually, a little bit more.
I am Gordon Ramsay Josh. With me today is Guy Fieri Curly.
Yay. Guy
And-
Fieri.
Fieri. And Bobby Flay Keenan.
Bobby Slay.
Today we will be getting into porcelain versus glass,
Yep.
chef knives, expensive versus cheap,
Yep.
and Pyrex versus Pyrex.
Oh my god.
Kitchen shit.
At the end, we'll play,
way back in the kitchen.
I will. At the end, we will play the no-name trivia game with me hosting as Cully defends his championship title.
Yay. Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail or text at 802-884-3553. Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhatsthediff@gmail.com.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Do you guys like kitchens? Because I do. That's where my food is made, where I do it.
Yeah, man.
That's where I love to make my food is kitchen in.
Kitchen and
Especially ones that have materials for things. And sometimes I often get confused. Boy, wow. I get so confused about the differences between certain things. Who's starting again?
me. I'm just letting you. I'm like, where's he gonna go with this?
Yeah, I was just like, say it, porcelain and glass.
Wow. So what's the thing that, sometimes I have this, like, I make coffee and I put it in something. And sometimes I make something like a cold drink and I put it in another thing. There's these, what are those called again? When I put the...
A container.
I don't know how to segue this. Just go.
I was really hoping. I was like,
Kitchens are so great.
you got it. So
I
what
love
you're going for
coffee.
is probably like a porcelain mug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All
A
right.
container.
All right.
Porcelain container.
I was fucking with you.
I know, obviously. God.
What is
Oh.
porcelain? What is it? What is porcelain? Do you guys know? I don't know.
No.
I didn't
What is
do
porcelain?
I didn't do any research. So
Porcelain.
I was hoping you guys would just know.
It's a type of clay.
There are many different terms for fired objects. Porcelain. is
Gun.
The one.
Wait, no, bullet.
on.
Bullet
Me for
fires
my
guns.
job.
Porcelain, ceramics, pottery, bone china, earthware. These are all different terms for
Wait. Is it bone, comma, china, or was it bone china?
bone china.
Bone china. I
Yeah.
like that.
Bone china.
Hey, do you want a bone china mug?
Do I want a bone china?
Bone china mug.
Are they hot?
I mean, at one point they were.
You get some Transformers where he's like, I have a girlfriend. Oh, yeah, what's her name? India.
Yeah.
Just remind me.
Yeah.
Her name's China.
With a Y. So, here's what you do. There are a bunch of different minerals and clays and mixtures and different shits to make different. You don't put shit in it, but to make porcelain, ceramics, pottery, bone china, earthenware, different types of. It's all pottery. Okay. Type of clay is chosen for the different material that is going to be made. It is either molded, thrown, or pressed, and not actually thrown, like you know on the pottery wheel, like you spin it.
Oh, spinning it is called throwing?
It's called throwing pottery. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you throw it.
Yeah.
A throwing wheel.
But it spins.
I know it's weird. Doesn't make any
Okay,
sense.
I know. I'll allow it.
I was disappointed. I was like, oh, you just like throw it into a wall and it makes a cup. Sick. Once the shape is to the desired specifications and is sufficiently dried, that's key. Material is put into a kiln for its first firing, usually around 900 to 1,000 degrees Celsius. Hot, 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 hot. This is referred to as the biscuit firing. But it's not a biscuit. Disappointed again. Once the step is complete, the object is ready to be glazed. Glazing is a mixture of different minerals that create a colored or colorless coating. Fuck's sakes. Colorless coating. There we go. Nailed it. First try. On the piece. This makes the clay impermeable and much stronger. Once the glaze is applied and then dried, the piece is put into the kiln again for the final and second and final stage of firing from 1,000 to 1,400 degrees Celsius. Hot. Now the piece is ready to be used. This can take up to a few days, a few weeks, depending on like the size of your studio, the size of the piece you're working on. Different shit like that. Cool. But what's porcelain? That's a good question. Thank you for asking.
What's porcelain?
Porcelain is a type of pottery, which is a broad term that incorporates different types of stoneware fired at different temps. Pottery is that. Porcelain is the strongest and most difficult ceramic material to work with. It's made up of a specific composition called kaolin. It's like a type of earth material. Once the porcelain is fired, first time, usually around 1,200 to 1,400 Celsius, it becomes very hard, white, non-porous, and sometimes translucent depending on the thickness. That's kind of cool. Porcelain is mainly used in fine dining ware, as well as electronic insulators, dental bridges and crowns, tiles, and many other engineering applications. Porcelain is super sustainable. The materials are found naturally from the earth and are widely available. Broken pieces or waste can be reused into other porcelain projects, so there's very little waste at all.
Oh,
Porcelain,
that's nice.
yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's like all kind of pottery stuff. You can just like, if you fuck up, you can just kind of start over, just mash it all
just
together.
Slap it again.
Yeah, slap
Throw
it a
it.
couple times. Throw it a couple times. Throw it
Yeah.
on the wall. It's also hypoallergenic and resistant to mold, germs, bacteria, and dust. It is very useful material.
Damn, I need to get a porcelain dog.
Hypoallergenic porcelain dog.
Yeah.
Don't throw the ball for him. He'll break.
Careful.
Careful. He can't run. He'll shatter. But he's pretty resilient. He's been glazed, so he's resilient.
Oh, no.
It's resistant to shock, so rapid changes in temperature won't affect it. This makes it handy for baking, cooking, and serving. Fun fact, we have every Thanksgiving, we have a porcelain gravy boat that we use. It's fucking awesome. I swear it makes gravy taste better.
Does it look like a boat?
It doesn't, which
Oh.
is,
But
again,
it is a gravy boat.
it's the third time I've been disappointed.
Throwing biscuits and now gravy boats.
Yeah, it's all disappointing. It is also chemically inert, not inert, meaning
Inert.
it won't react with acidic or alkaline foods. Pretty fucking sweet, dude.
You can put lemonade in there.
Yeah, dog. What about glass? What the hell's glass?
Sand.
There you go. And that was
No,
my-
that's also. It's always. I've never really actually understood how glass is made. I just superheat sand, right?
yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, you
Sure.
superheat. I'll get to that.
Okay.
So glass, what is it? Glass cookware can be. I specifically talk about glass cookware. Can be made
Kitchen.
of. Can be made of borosilicate, soda lime, or glass ceramic mixture. Borosilicate is probably going to be the most popular and like, it's the best and the strongest. It's the best. It's the best. It's it's top number one. It's known for its heat and resistance and durability. It's known for its heat resistance and durability. I put 2 N's in there, and I shouldn't have. It's less likely to crack due to temperature fluctuation and is made by melting boric oxide, silica sand, that's the sand you were talking about, soda ash, and alumina, which I'm assuming is like an aluminum-ish powder, but like
Maybe.
more raw material.
It's fucking raw.
Fucking raw. It's used in many different situations, including scientific and medical equipment, as well as high-quality kitchenware. So, you ever work in a science? You ever do a science?
I've scienced before.
You science
I've
before?
looked at a thing under a thing. I've
Yeah.
done math. I've looked at a squid beak.
There you go. That's
I've also looked at
I don't know where
squid
that applies.
Science.
Yeah, it's science, but
Science.
if you've
beak. Biology.
That's why I don't have a job. 'Cause
Biology?
People are like,
Biology.
how does that apply?
yeah, like I looked at a beak.
I looked at a squid beak. I can dissect the squid and I know how to name him. Cool. How does that apply? It doesn't.
I don't
That's my
know.
degree for you.
Yeah, so like have you ever been medical places too?
Hospital.
Doctoring offices?
Yes.
Emergency room.
Yeah.
How many
walk-in
times?
Clinic.
Yeah.
Which walk-in clinic is not aptly named. Most of the people that I see go in the walk-in clinic can't walk in it.
No. Walk-in clinic is like where dreams go to die.
Yeah.
The walk-in clinic is the Walmart of doctor offices. It's bad.
They just have a greeter in the front.
Welcome to the walk-in clinic. I love you. No, I knew a guy who he like sliced his finger to the bone on a razor blade, went to one of the walk-in clinics. He was gone for like 2 hours, and he comes back, and his thumb was still sliced open. He just like bandaged it and taped it and super glued it. He's like, they just wouldn't, they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
They
So
wouldn't
dumb.
see me. He's like, I sat there, just left.
The
I'm like,
doctor
right.
just has hands covering their eyes. Peekaboo. It's like, wait, no, you have to move your hands. I don't have to see you. Peekaboo.
A doctor comes out. So what seems to be wrong? Oh, I sliced my finger to the bone. Ooh, I don't like blood.
That's gross. Ew, 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 ew. Get him out. Get him out.
Oh
Get him out.
god!
Get him out.
Oh god! Oh god!
Take this Elmer's and get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here!
What the fuck you doing here? Get out. He was alone.
Why do we have the door unlocked?
Bring your kid in a work day.
My boy.
You're bleeding out my shoes.
I want to go home. So anyway, scientific medical equipment and high quality kitchenware is usually borosilicate glass. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you have soda lime glass, which is a mixture of silica sand, sodium oxide, and calcium oxide. It can also withstand high temperatures, but not quite as well as borosilicate glass. It can be identified by a bluish-green tint around the edges of glassware. So what comes to mind for me is I have a certain branded measuring cup that we will get to. That if you look at the
Are
edges,
you foreshadowing right now?
I am deeply
my God.
foreshadowing. If you look at the edges, it's kind of bluish green. It's kind of cool. I was like, oh, that's sick. But that actually means that it's soda lime, bruh.
And sucks ass.
Sierra
It's-
Mist glass.
It sucks slightly more ass than borosilicate.
We'll get into it. I don't know.
Wait, did I do that
You
right?
said the other side of the spectrum, so wouldn't that
Boris-
be...
But it doesn't suck
Worse.
ass though.
Oh, it doesn't suck ass.
No.
Okay, so this is more like the mid-tier?
Yeah, it's like mid tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there's glass ceramic mixture, which is literally a glass ceramic mixture. That's all it is.
Is it still clear or...
Yeah, it can be. It can be kind of opaque as well.
Okay.
It's also very cool, like porcelain, because it's impermeable, non-porous. It's resistant to acids and alkalines. It's chemical-free, eco-friendly material. I mean, shit, like lightning strikes a beach and you have glass. So,
Yeah.
like, it come from nature. Yeah. Glass baking dishes are considered safe for contact with food because glass is a, like I said, non-porous and chemically inert material. Glass will not leach chemicals or metal traces into your meals and won't react with highly acidic foods. A glass non-porous surface is super easy to clean and sanitize after each use. It doesn't catch food particles or absorb food odors and flavors. Glass bakeware features versatility, one dish convenience, and attractiveness. Because glass is fancy. I do like glass, like cookware stuff. It's kind of like it's kind of bougie. It's like,
Oh yeah. Whenever I'm able
yeah.
to bake something with glass, I'm like, yes.
You're like, God damn, fucking sick.
You can see the fucking edges.
You can see fucking edges. How are my brownie edges going? Oh, so good.
Perfect.
Glass dishes are safe to use in the microwave, and they are perfect for heating and storing leftovers. Yeah. They're pretty fucking cool. There is, it depends. Like, if you have borosilicate, it's better for thermal shock, but there are different types of glass, like the soda lime glass and lime silica glass, ceramic glass. They all kind of, if you get down to the list, they kind of get worse at. They're not as high on the temperature fluctuation scale. Like, they could shatter depending on, like, if you put water with ice in there, and then you pour that out and then put boiling water into it. Like, it could stretch and expand and then crack, and you fucked. Although it has to do with like tempering and different materials, different additives that they add in it that makes additives that they add. Fuck me,
Oh, God.
that can make it not shatter as much, or at least more shatter resistant.
Yeah, would you say that they have different like mixtures that they mix in to help it be shatter resistant?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
did I say that twice?
No.
Oh, I feel like I did. They just add different additives?
Yeah, and then they mix in different mixtures.
Yeah. Fuck's sakes. Did you guys hear that motorcycle? Sounded like a really big bee.
Yes, yes.
So over the past 2 decades, there's been an increase in the number of accidents involving Pyrex and Anchor Hawking glass bakeware. In some cases, consumers were hurt by sudden explosions of glass dishes. There's been a long debate in recent years whether the manufacturers or users are to blame for accidents. Manufacturers state that failures occur because a small number of consumers don't use their products in accordance with the safety instructions on the packaging. That's such a fucking company cop-out.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it blew up in your face because you didn't know how to use it. You didn't read directions.
You didn't read the packaging that I
Maybe
threw
you-
away on the first day.
Yeah, because I can't read. To reduce the risk of these accidents that may result in serious injury, consumers should follow the safety warnings. Oh, fuck yourself. And read the instructions for use care. I don't follow instructions, so don't do it. Here's a couple tips, though, that I found. Never place hot glassware straight onto a cool or wet surface because temperature contraction is more than the glass can handle. Therefore, kabang, boom. Also, don't place hot dishes directly on the countertop, on a metal surface, or in the sink. To slow the cooling process, place it on a trivet, if you guys know what that is.
That's the little thing that's like grandma's used to knit,
Yeah, it's like a little separator.
like a doily.
Trivet, dry cloth, or a towel that will minimize the contact with the cold surface. I grew up with, we had, fucking, what do you call it? Granite countertops.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, who put them in, he was like, yeah, it's like you can put hot shit just right on it. And it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, that's true for the granite, but not your glassware.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna explode and your countertop's gonna be fine. Great. Yeah, it's an inch thick of granite. Like, I would hope it'd be okay. Fuck. Don't put glass bakeware directly on a burner or under a broiler. Don't take glass bakeware directly from the freezer to the oven or vice versa. Retire cracked glassware that is chipped, cracked, like I said, scratched, because such pieces are more likely to shatter. Like, it's a weak point now, so it can happen. Don't pour hot liquids into empty cold glass cookware pieces, and also never add cold liquids into hot glass bakeware because the sudden expansion or contraction may cause it to shatter. Allow the oven to fully preheat before putting glassware inside. Cover the bottom of a glassware with liquid before cooking meat or vegetables. Allow bakeware to cool completely before washing, refrigerating, or freezing. And never use glass bakeware at temperatures hotter than 350 degrees, except with the exception of ceramic glass.
So ceramic is much better thermal.
It is better. It has better thermal properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense why you make cakes in ceramic.
Yeah. Also, here's a tip for all you peoples out there. If you make leftovers and they're really hot and stuff, and you put them in a container to put in your refrigerator, let it cool down on temperature first. On the countertop, not temperature. That's the word I was going for. Let it cool down, because otherwise you put the top on, it'll be all steamy and just kind of wet, and shitty on the inside. Let it cool down. Let it cool down. Let it get there. So yeah, we heard Pyrex explodes. What's Pyrex all about?
Well, let me tell you, you're half right. Because there's 2 Pyrexes.
There's 2?
How could this be possible? No, it's not copyright infringement. It is Pyrex being sold. They got sold. So,
sold to the highest bidder.
Where was I?
What was that?
Oh. I just make, when I'm thinking, I make noises. The last noise I heard, I just regurgitate and think, and that's what comes out while I'm thinking. Okay, so
sorry.
Pyrex, all capitalized.
How do you spell it?
PYREX.
Sick.
If it's all capitalized, like you mentioned, that's your how do you say it?
Borosilicate.
I can't read that.
Borosilicate.
Borosilicate glass. That's your borosilicate glass. Up until 1990, basically Corning sold the lowercase Pyrex brand, PYREX, but lowercase, capital P still. Corning Glass Company
Shout out to
sold
Corning's
them.
Glass. They do
everything.
Everything.
They make the Gorilla Glass for your phones.
Yeah. They're really cool.
They sold to World Kitchen in the 1990s.
What do you call a glass dinosaur?
What?
Tyrannosaurus Pyrex. Continue.
So at the time they sold, World Kitchen made the lowercase Pyrex brand into the uppercase Pyrex brand with the same material, the borosilicate. However, they also started making a soda lime glass, but that was a lowercase one. So they took the brand, cut it in half, made it uppercase, made it lowercase, and essentially it's not like the soda lime is all bad. There's actually a lot of benefits to it. But the capital one is what most people think of when they think of Pyrex. However, that's not what you get in stores nowadays. In the U.S., in Europe, it's all still lowercase Pyrex, and it's all still borosilicate. So in the U.S., we have a bit of an issue here, though. But if you go to like Walmart or Target and you're buying Pyrex, you're not getting the quality vintage stuff your grandmother had. You're getting soda lime glass, which is just basic, like cheap companies make those.
Yeah, it's way easier to produce than borosilicate.
Exactly.
Way easier.
But it's not all bad. The reason they made soda lime glass is because, yes, it doesn't have the thermal properties the capital Pyrex does. It's not borosilicate. However, it does shatter a lot less easily. And they were finding that people were shattering Pyrex glass a lot because borosilicate does shatter easily. And when it does, it shatters into 1,000,000 shards.
Yeah.
So,
I've stepped on some.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And so while it does have really good thermal properties, and you can, what it's known for is being able to take it out of the microwave, put it in the fridge, or take it out of the fridge, put it straight into the oven. It has good properties. If you bang that on the counter on accident, whole thing up in flames.
Yeah.
And you're going to hurt yourself. So the idea was they made these cheaper ones.
So, hold on. Your glass, your glass doesn't catch fire.
This one does.
However, obviously, you can still break uppercase or a lowercase soda lime glass, but it doesn't explode. It more like implodes. There's something to do with the structure is much more safe. Breaks into less pieces, and it doesn't explode outward. It actually like implodes a bit.
It just kind of crumbles.
It just crumbles, yeah. So it's actually a lot safer. And so they were finding in the 90s, especially when they bought, when this company, World Market or whatever, World Kitchen bought this brand, they were like, oh, we're going to start making soda lime. Yes, it's less resistant, but it's also to thermal stuff, but it's also a lot cheaper and it's a lot safer
Mm.
for people that hit shit. And Americans hit shit on the counter all the time and break their stuff all the time.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we do.
We're so good at it.
We're so good
Fucking
at
A.
just making big dinners and breaking everything.
Yeah, it's really easy to do when you have inch-thick granite countertops, too.
Yeah, and that's definitely a thing here.
God damn.
Just imagine you trying to like set it really gently and then just it's like
It just explodes every time.
Yeah, and it
Bitch.
does break really easily. It super does, because
Yeah,
I've done that too.
It's like the way it's made and it's under tension.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it wants to.
Exactly. It's
Explode.
heat resistant, but it's under tension.
Yeah.
If you go into a laboratory and you grab any of their beakers, that's all borosilicate because they need that to all be able to, withstand thermal
put it on a
differences.
Bunsen burner.
A Bunsen burner.
Bunsen burner.
Heat up your glass.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So it's not a copyright thing like I originally thought it was. I was very confused. You can still buy uppercase Pyrex, obviously. In all of Europe, it's pretty much everywhere.
Mm.
In the U.S., you can still get it from a lot of other brands. Kind of make it now too. OXO is a pretty renowned brand. They make very good borosilicate glass. You can also buy, like I said, laboratory equipment for really cheap wholesale. If you want to do it that way,
You can just make it.
you just make it.
Or just hang out on a beach and wait for lightning to strike.
Yeah,
Then you got it. Right
Grab
there.
it. Oh, it's hot. It's so hot. Go.
It doesn't always look like a container, but it's glass.
But yeah, so if you buy any lowercase stuff, you're not buying what you think.
Mm.
You're just not.
Lowercase is soda lime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uppercase is the borosilicate.
Uppercase. Okay. Uppercase, upper class.
Yes.
Lowercase,
Yes.
lower
I'm not
class.
confused.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Lowercase
Yeah.
Sierra Mist.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Lowercase Sierra Mist.
Soda lime.
Exactly.
Soda lime. Uppercase, 7-Up.
But unless you're in Europe, then it's lowercase. So, there is a lot of vintage borosilicate Pyrex, the lowercase ones. So those are actually in circulation still sometimes. People don't know what they have because they don't really know this fact. So if you go to like garage sales and stuff and you find like an older one that doesn't have the green hue to it and it's lowercase, that's vintage and it can actually be worth a little bit of money.
Damn.
Yeah. So if you get like a common pattern or piece of the vintage stuff, like it's called like a butterfly gold or a spring blossom pattern, $10 to $50 for a single piece, bowls, casserole dishes. You can get rare or collectible patterns. There's one that's called Lucky in Love that goes from $2,000 to $4,000 for a single piece.
What?
Gooseberry Pink, $100 to $500. It's a pink Pyrex. There's just certain sets they made that are still borosilicate. A friendship pattern can go from $75 to $300. It's like this birds on it.
Damn.
You can get a complete set, primary color bowls or rainbow stripe bowls for $150 to $400. If you get like mint condition or unused vintage Pyrex, the original, it can be worth thousands, depending on your pattern and stuff.
Who knew, man?
Yeah. So if you go to garage sales and you see ones that are lowercase that don't have that green hue to them, and they have like certain patterns, they look vintage. That shit could be worth thousands of dollars. Worth it just grabbing it and checking it out later.
So hopefully some old lady's like, yeah, $5.
Yeah.
Like, sold.
This is the flower one. This has $2,000. Yeah. So yeah, there's special edition sets that can go to like $1,000. Just depends on the rarity. That's fucking interesting because I just thought Pyrex was Pyrex.
Yeah, I thought it was just like cheap.
Absolutely not,
I had no idea there was a collector's
Yeah. Now
world.
I want to like ask my mom and see if she still has her old Pyrex.
Hey, Mom, just
Because
wondering, can I have
That's
your
what I was thinking,
old,
too.
Because I definitely know that she had the lowercase Pyrex that was like red.
Yeah.
So it's like
Mom.
you can buy me stuff for my computer.
You sell one dish and buy me a new car. Please.
So anyway, pretty much all the Pyrex you're buying in the U.S. now is the cheap stuff.
Soda lime.
Yep. You don't
Yeah.
want to put it in the fridge into the oven. It'll shatter. You don't want that.
So
Look into
it's-
other companies. You can still buy the nice Pyrex, but it's hard to find. So there's other companies like OXO or tons of other ones that just make borosilicate. So anything that has the green hue to it, unless you're just like really prone to hitting things on the counter, don't get that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be worth it. Let me find something I was reading here. Yeah, OXO. What other one? Oh yeah, a lot of like bongs and stuff. That's
Yeah.
all borosilicate as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a scientific and medical apparatus.
Yeah, exactly. Beep, 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 beep. There's people that like scientific glass blowers, people that make the science equipment. Some of them make shapes that people can buy for like because it's such a thing in the glass world that
Mhm.
people always buy like the wrong type. People go out of their way to actually like make shapes for the kitchen. So you can go on specialty glass blowing sites or like scientific lab sites and
Hmm.
you'll find like a casserole dish.
Jeez. That's cool.
That
Yeah,
is
for
pretty
cheap.
rad.
Yeah.
One it was a fascinating bong that I never used or got, but I found out about it. It was started by this glass blowing guy, obviously, and he also worked in a lab, and they used what's called fritted discs. So it's like super fine glass micron filters, pretty much. Used to filter out various things, and so he was like, I also make bongs. Why can't I put a fritted disc in a bong and let it like filter out all the shit that you don't want in your lungs, so you just get like a smooth hit? And it's like one of the most expensive bongs, but they still make them. It's like Rooster Bong or something like that. But yeah, no, I was like, oh, that's cool. Rather than just some dude being like, I don't know, it's a tube shape, man. He's like, I am gonna make a
Tube
scientific
shape.
apparatus.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a profession, scientific glass blowers.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just like really good glass blowers who can pretty much make the smallest equipment. And they're really skilled, so they make everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
cool stuff.
Other brands that are really good, Cymax for borosilicate, OG stuff. Cymax, Duralex, the European Pyrex, Borosil, Anchor Hawking.
Yeah, that was what I found. Anchor Hawking.
And then OXO is probably the one you'll see. Like you can go to Target and buy Pyrex or OXO, but the Pyrex will not be actual Pyrex anymore. But the OXO will be.
So
Damn.
the OXO's better.
The OXO is actually borosilicate. So at this point, Pyrex is just overhyped, honestly, in the U.S.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Zwilling's a very good
Zwilling?
German company.
Yeah.
They make knives, really nice
They do.
chef knives.
Yeah, they really do.
I actually have a couple of those. The two little German guys on there.
Yeah, those are my favorite knives. Growing up, we had a butcher block full of Zwilling knives.
Yep, I have my
Fucking
grandmother's
awesome.
hand-me-downs.
So good.
Inherited them, like 4 of them.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
I wonder what makes them good, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Why are those knives better than others?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a really good question because, you are talking about an expensive chef knife,
Yeah.
but, we could also talk about some cheap ones.
We could.
Ugh.
What compares the two? What's the difference? That's
Well,
our
let's get right
podcast.
into it. So, Keaton, you already kind of answered my question, so I'll ask Cully.
What's up?
Would you classify your knife as cheap or expensive to use in the kitchen?
They're your knives.
Yeah, so how would you classify it?
So,
Medium.
they're great. Don't hate me.
They're cheap. They're cheap knives.
They're cheap, but
I had cheap ones until I got given those. And then I'm always like, hey guys, don't put these in the dishwasher and make sure you always wash them. And then I see them on the counter. And I'm like, God damn it.
yeah. Hand wash your knives.
You know what? Maybe they can learn
Hand
why
wash
they're
your
so
knives.
nice and expensive and why you got to treat them well.
Hand wash your
In
knives.
this segment of What's the Diff?
I mean, also quick little segue thing here. It depends. Like you can sharpen a cheap knife. If you sharpen it correctly, like it'll still cut okay. It'll still cut good, but it's a cheap knife. But like, yeah, like, you can feel the difference. Definitely having like a expensive knife compared to a cheap shit knife.
Yeah, but you do bring up a really good point that it needs to be a sharp knife because even if you
Yes.
have a super nice, Zwilling or something, if you never sharpen it, then that brand new, $40 butcher's block 9-piece set knife is going
Yeah.
to cut better than this $900 knife or whatever.
Yep. Yeah.
Maybe not 900, but
They make them.
they do make them.
Shout out Bob Kramer in Washington, Bellingham here.
Oh,
Like-
good job, Bob.
World-renowned knife maker. He makes them across from other lands.
Huh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Cool as fuck.
I like that.
Yeah.
So here's a quick overview.
Motherland.
Yeah.
Cheap knives. They use cheaper materials such as low-quality steel or plastic, which I think that is nuts. Why are people buying plastic knives? Like,
What?
yeah,
I'm
Like, I mean, there's plastic, like, knives.
Cutlery.
there's like cutlery, like plastic, but like there are like sets of knives. Like I think some of like the colored ones that are just plastic.
I thought those were
What?
ceramic. Damn.
I mean, some of them can be.
I've had those
That's
ceramic knives. Dude, Costco, they have good sets of knives.
Costco's a shit.
Fucking Costco.
Cheap knives. They are mass-produced, and so they have much less craftsmanship to them.
Mhm.
They're usually thinner, and they will require sharpening more often and wear out quicker.
Yeah, they're a lot softer of a material.
Yeah. Expensive knives, they use higher cost materials such as carbon steel or ceramics.
Yep.
They have a higher strength, which can help you with cutting. They're usually handcrafted. Some handles actually have shock absorbent handles that can actually make it safer to use in the kitchen.
Mhm.
And the craftsmanship is hard to compete with.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you can get like Damascus blades and different like acid etching and all kinds of like cool shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I do like knife making stuff. It's cool. But a guy took a bike chain and folded it up into a block because you have to like make a block and then work it like
Yeah.
anything. So anyway, he made a knife out of a bike chain, and you could see like the bike chain links in the knife. It
That
was really
is
fucking
so
cool looking.
So
Damn.
sick.
Yeah, I seen like people make them out of old metal files. So like the top part is kind of like looks scaly, and yeah, it's cool. I like knife making stuff. People are like, "Oh, I just made a knife out of this metal I found in my yard." It's cool. People make it like metal ball bearings, so it's like little tiny little.
Yeah.
I would check it out. It's cool shit.
Yeah, knife making is really interesting,
Yeah.
especially like I mean, the knife part is it's such like precision, but then like you see like what they do with like the handles and stuff too.
Oh yeah,
It's like, oh my god, that is woodworking art.
That's
Yeah.
the coolest part to me is like, I mean, the whole thing's fucking sick. And if it's balanced, if it
Yeah.
the sheath to it
gotta have a nice
as
sheath.
well,
Yeah,
knives are cool.
So you guys want to know some prices on things?
yeah.
So let's start off with the cheap, because that's probably not as interesting. So I just went on to Amazon and typed in cheap chef knife.
Yep.
And so here's some of the stuff that I found.
'Kay.
Martha Stewart chef knife. Originally it's $20, but right now on Amazon it's selling for $6.
$6.
$6.
That's
Why is
garbage.
Martha going so low? I thought she was like an actual chef.
yeah.
committed felonies.
I know.
Yeah, but she's friends with Snoop.
Who isn't?
Clarence.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, Clarence. You'll get him next time.
Yeah.
There's one Mercy Culinary Ultimate. It was selling for $17.15 originally, but now it's $15.
Mm.
Don't waste your time on a $15 knife.
Mm-mm.
You probably shouldn't. Here's some knives that were on the cheaper side that some articles were recommending. One called the Kai Corporation Seki Magoroku.
Ooh, it's Japanese. Buy that.
Japanese knives are
Doesn't matter how cheap it is.
they have a certain-
$45.
Yeah.
I will get into the differences between Japanese knives and German knives.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna say like
There is a difference.
there is a difference, and there's a reason why you would have one.
They may
over
have
the
both
other.
been part of the Axis powers, but they're different.
But they
Yeah.
both cut through us.
Yep.
Something like that.
This one was said to be on the cheaper side of a beginner's knife. It is the Misun chef's knife, and it's $89.
Oh yeah.
Misan?
Nissan.
Misen, Misen.
Yeah.
Misen.
Misan.
Misan.
I've had, I think, a few of their knives.
Yeah, they're more like an English knife.
Yeah. They're okay. Zweiling though, dude. Oh,
We'll get there.
best knives.
Actually,
Zweiling?
Zweiling didn't make it
Zweiling, yeah.
That was
onto
Zweiling.
my list here.
Okay.
They're
Um,
expensive.
It should be on the list though. When I was first putting this list together, I didn't do chef's knives. I did like the whole set,
Yeah.
and there was a Zweiling set of like 8 pieces that they were selling for $999.95.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it looks really nice though.
Sparsive.
So expensive knives. This was said to be the best beginner's knife, and it's an English knife. It's called Made In Chef's Knife for $119.
Made in chef's knife.
Yeah, Made In. Next step up, Global Classic Chef's Knife, which for $125. Then I'm pretty sure this one is a German knife. The Messerreister Olivia Elite for $190.
For one knife.
One single knife.
Thick.
Next one up, also a German one, is the Wusthof Classic Icon.
Ooh,
For 200.
Wusthof is
Wusthof.
also really good. Zweiling and Wusthof are like my favorite knives.
Yeah.
I have a favorite knife type.
And then this is the last one on the list, which, I mean, knives can get very expensive. Cole, as you were talking about how there's the different handles and the different kind of like edge treatments that they can do and things, and just the art to it.
The types of steel.
Just can just skyrocket how much a knife is going to cost. So this is on the more expensive of knives, which they say, I think, basically between $100 and $200 is where you're going to get like the prime real estate of good knives, and anything above that is basically you're not getting much better like cuttingness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to make you better.
Yeah,
It's not going to make your food taste better.
yeah. It might make
My
you feel
food
better.
tastes so good.
Like, you just sharpen it less. That's kind of it.
Just like, this is the best mac and cheese ever. Oh, thanks. It's because of my $500 knife.
I cut
You
one noodle
just
5,000 times.
Take a knife and put it in a mac and cheese box and just like
Stir it.
stir it around. Oh, wow. So good.
I bought a new one just for this night.
I made it with knife.
So the last one on that made the list is the Shun Hikari chef's knife, which is a Japanese chef's knife for $230. So yeah, you can have knives that are pretty expensive. So
Yeah.
let's do a little deeper dive on this stuff. So cheaper knives are usually unbalanced and will tire your hands quicker.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you find yourself doing a bunch of cuts for a long period during the day, you probably want a better knife.
Yeah. Because I usually stamp out the steel rather than like grind it into the shape that it needs to be. Another thing too, like the handle is super important because I don't think anybody holds knives correctly, but you should pinch, like put your hand on the handle and pinch the closest part of the blade to the handle right above with your two fingers, and that gives you the most control over it. So you shouldn't have like
If it's weighted right, because people buy cheap knives and it's not weighted right and they can't do that.
Yeah.
So
it
you
is
have to rip
harder.
it and just fucking
Yeah, you just have to fucking rip it.
Yeah, if you have
Yeah.
a weighted knife, like the one I have, my big chef knife at home, I do that. I just grip it and it falls.
Yeah.
It's such a good feeling.
Yeah, that's what they say, is that an expensive knife is going to feel just like an extension of yourself. But that is also one thing to
When I
note.
stab my enemies, it just feels so natural.
Yeah.
That is one thing to note, that when using a knife, you're not always going to be making the same exact cut. One thing that I read online is like if you're dicing an onion, you have to hold your knife 3 different ways to be able to make the different cuts.
Yeah.
So even if a knife is weighted properly, you're still going to have to be able to manipulate it into different holds to be able to get the cuts that you want.
Here's a knife hack for cutting tomatoes. Try your bread knife.
Yeah? Bread knife?
Yeah. Serrated knips for tomatoes.
Serrated
Huh.
knives.
If
Yep.
you don't have a super nice sharp knife.
Yeah. If you have one of those like super nice crazy sharp knives, then you can just shave off bits of your tomato, but use a serrated knife. It's awesome.
It's good to know.
Yep.
What about a steak knife? Would that work?
I'd use a whole ass serrated knife, like a big bread one.
It
When I'm
might.
camping, I just use little steak knives for all my fruits and veggies, and they're fine.
Yeah, it might. It depends on the.
Yeah, but you're just thinking bread knife is probably the way to go with how the
But
serration is.
it depends on the fucking.
You got it.
Holy crap! The word is gone.
The tomato.
Nope. It depends on the tomato.
The knife.
The grind when you sharpen it.
Ah.
It depends on the grind. Like if
Got
it's
it.
a thinner, because steak knives are usually like kind of thicker and meaty, but they have a aggressive spine
Yeah.
cut to them, or blade, I should say. But bread knives are usually kind of more slender and have a longer tooth gap.
Yeah.
So it depends.
Got it.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
Learning.
Let's see. Edge retention is low in cheaper knives.
Edging.
I said edge retention, but yeah, edging.
I'm always edge retention.
I have
Hi,
such a
baby. Want
high-
part of some edge retention with me?
No, so I goon only.
Yeah, he's part of the goon squad.
Goon squad.
So yeah, the cheaper knives, they're just gonna need to be sharpened more frequently because the edge retention is so low. When it comes to expensive knives, there are two types that are king.
They call me Swiling. Why? Because my edge retention is very high.
What does that mean?
What is it? Who?
You don't listen to my podcast, do you? Go home.
What's that podcast?
So German and Japanese, like we've said. Japanese blades are lighter, sharper, thinner, and harder.
Yep.
Better for more precise cuts and cleaner slices.
I like those words.
Like sushi.
And then, fish is very big. German blades are heavier, and they usually have a curved shape to them, so you're able to kind of rock easier. They have usually a thicker blade and a softer steel. These are better suited for robust kitchen jobs like cutting bone.
Shit. We are German, we cut the bone.
Yeah, like more butchery.
We are Japanese,
Yes.
we just eat
Yeah.
the fish.
Dude, have you seen videos of like tuna markets in Japan? And it's like these guys have fucking swords for knives, and they just like and like 2 slices, and this 600-pound tuna is like cut into pieces.
Yeah.
I want 3 pounds.
Yep, they're the freaking like they just kind of stick it in like, and it's cut. They're so fucking sharp.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Those knives are insane. I want one.
The
just to
Japanese
wear
fucking
one.
made the katana.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. The lightest, sharpest sword.
Yeah.
I think I've seen videos that the katanas are actually not that great.
Okay, well,
there's
it
a
sounds
certain
cool.
way to
Well,
cut
yeah.
with a katana.
Yeah, there is a
You
certain
gotta-
way to cut
you
with the
gotta-
katana, but
Yeah.
like still in general, like even like a European short sword was better used than the katanas.
Yeah.
Well, short swords are so heavy, though.
But it's
I've
short.
had one.
But
It's so
short.
heavy.
Well, you had a shitty short.
Yeah.
Shitty short.
I mean, yeah.
So
yeah.
for the German blades, because it's a softer steel, they need to be sharpened more often.
They have cavalry swords at the place under in Fairhaven. I forgot what it's called. It was like a Bits and Bob's odd shop in Fairhaven. You guys been there?
And they also sold like
What?
freaking like
They have like cavalry
cutlasses?
swords and fucking like super cool shit. Yeah,
huh.
it's
Where?
fucking sick. That's where I got my cutting board. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's under my sister's hair studio.
But it's just some bits and bobs
Just
place.
some dude owns it, and it's like the coolest shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
sick.
I want to check it out.
I like swords.
It's the coolest place.
I like knives.
I have a
Yeah.
really nice cutting board from the guy who made it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, check out the Scottish. Sorry to cut you off. Check out the Scottish Highland Games.
Oh, yeah.
Because they do Highland Games and beer, and they also just sell a fuck ton of swords.
Yeah.
It's rad.
Cut trees
Yeah, they have like
and
throwing
throw
knives,
trees.
throwing stars, pocket knives. You can full on Zweihanders, like a dual 2-handed sword. Like it's whatever you want.
Zweihanders are so cool.
Zweihander, yeah,
I really also want to get like a claymore.
yeah, like fucking
Just a giant ass sword.
huge sword.
I
Battle
just want a
axes.
katana. I put like above my bed.
Well, don't leave it open. You got to leave it.
Yeah, in the sheath.
Yeah, at all times. Duh. I know swords, okay?
Why would I keep it out of a sheath?
Because it's sick.
I keep my fucking safety off, bro. Got that Glock.
Keep that safety off.
Keep that thing on me.
Keep my safety off. Keep my sheath off.
Keep that thing in me because it cut me.
That's a quote from Trailer Park Boys. Guy's trying to be hard, and he's like, "Got a 9mm safety, always off." Just puts it in his pants. It's like, okay,
Oh, jeez.
God.
fucking Cyrus.
Fucking sorry.
Back to the knives
Yes.
and cuttings. Japanese blades are usually more expensive than the German blades.
Yeah.
So like I said before, the 100 to 200, but experts are actually saying $80 to $150 for your first knife is good for a home kitchen for people that are trying to hone their skills in cutting because it's a little hard.
Mm.
A word?
A word.
Oh, word.
Materials. There are two main metals used in knives, carbon steel and stainless steel. Carbon steel is lighter and usually sleeker. Sharpening carbon steel requires a water stone to maintain its precision.
Yep. I have a carbon steel kind of belt knife kind of thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's the
Nice.
sharpest fucking knife. It's $15.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rad.
It's sick.
Stainless steel is cheaper, but is not as delicate. So stainless steel is a really good like bang for your buck type of metal.
Bang bang.
Buck.
Is that a buck noise?
Yeah. I couldn't think of what. Like,
Oh yeah,
What?
a buck. Oh, then I'm like, we're like
No, that's
that's an elk.
ah.
Yeah, that's.
But that was a
I
good
thought you were
elk.
doing the
Thanks.
scream video.
Oh.
You're just in those deers like.
Yeah, that's what deer's just like.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Should all get goats. They go. It's way better.
That was a really good goat. Storing your knives is they recommend that you hang them, which there's magnetic
Yes.
like knife like wall things. Those are like usually they're kind of cheap.
I hang mine in my entranceway. 4 feet off the ground. No sheath.
Blades always down
I have 373 knives.
on me. It's like you're wearing shorts, no shoes, no shirt. Mm-hmm.
I can't move.
Find them.
If I laugh, I'll fucking perish. Horribly.
If you can't hang them, they also make some pretty good like wooden kind of like sheaths for them.
Yeah.
They say that you should not use a butcher's block because that can actually dull your knife.
Yeah.
Zweiling.
It's a good
gives
set,
it to you, man.
and it's nice to have butcher's block because they're just like there. and
Yeah.
It's a nice way to organize them. But the thing is, like, what makes them dull is people pull out the knife and like they scrape the actual sharp part on the wood.
Yeah, instead of like kind of like lifting it up.
Yeah,
and
it's like lift it up so that the top of the knife, I think it's the spine, hits
hits the top.
top, and you can pull it out that way.
Yeah.
Or just don't be Neanderthal.
Oh, when you cut
Learn how to-
when you cut your veggies, don't scrape them to the side with your knife.
Oh, flip your knife over. Use the
God.
back of your knife to scrape stuff.
You were like cut.
Don't scrape your
Dude.
blade. It's so bad.
You're like laterally dragging your. Yeah, that's just.
That's
logic.
just folding
That's
over
logic.
your cut. Ugh.
Yeah, that's also another thing kind of in the knife realm. Like your cutting board, you should just try and look into getting a wood one
Always use wood.
Wood's the best.
because you know,
Wood's more antimicrobial. If you than plastic. If you
Huh.
have a wood board and you cut meat on one side forever and cut veggies and fruit on the other side forever, like it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And all you have to do, they've shown that if you cut chicken on one side, your meat side, and you just rinse it with water, no soap or anything, it will be completely free of any germs or bacterial anything within like a few hours.
Is that
Damn.
treated or untreated? Like linseed oil? Like
I don't know.
because I know
Or
that
like
you
waxed
should
or
like
whatever.
oil yours every so often. I mean, some people like if they're cooking a lot will oil it like at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I just know that like wood is super
Season it.
antimicrobial on its own. It's like plastic holds on to microbes like none other.
yeah.
So if you're like cutting meat a lot, wood, it seems counterintuitive because it's porous, but it's actually a lot more antimicrobial, and the bacteria will die off
Mm-hmm.
very quickly.
Here's your top tip, chef. Top tip. If you're cutting stuff on a little cutting board, be it wood or plastic or whatever, hopefully just wood. If you're cutting on the countertop and your block's sliding around a bit, wet a little paper towel, put it down, and then put the cutting board on top of it. Won't go anywhere.
Nowhere at all.
Mm-mm. No slippings.
Giant.
Or wet the wood too a little bit.
Yeah, just spit on that
Just get it
thing.
wet.
Just get a little.
But yeah,
hot
use one
tool.
side for your veggies and fruits, another side for your meat. That way you never cross contaminate. Always cut your meat after. Or sorry. Yes, after.
Meat second.
Meat second.
Vegetables and then your meatsels.
Yes.
Which makes sense anyway, because the veggies going first.
Yeah. Back to the knives.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
wood
Yeah,
cutting boards.
it was a good tangent.
A nice heavy wood cutting board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to the cutting boards.
Butcher's block counter.
There's also different, like, I think you want to get, it's a little bit more, a lot more expensive, but if you get the ones with the edge grain on top, I think that's the way you want it to it. Edge grain facing on the cutting side.
Huh?
Edge grain.
So you know how wood has, like,
What is grain? Yeah.
there's the grain, right?
Yeah.
Well, on the edge of it, like all the wood fibers are basically like pointing up together. Like it's almost like if you had like a big thing of like toothpicks and you put them like all facing up.
Yeah.
That's like an edge grain. And so like when you're
Oh.
cutting, like it like kind of like the grains are able to like
They
pull
move
apart and stuff. And so
that's
it
the
will-
side you use for your fruits and veggies. The hard side's the one used for meats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the hard side instead is like having basically the toothpicks like on their side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it actually it's like harder, so then it dulls out your blade a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something to know. Speaking of dull blades, it is recommended to use sharpening stones rather than a mechanical sharpener.
Yes.
And then
Sometimes.
yeah, there's definitely times where it can be a little bit better to
Going
use a
back to the
mechanical
mugs
sharpener
as well, you can use ceramic mugs.
to sharpen a knife.
Yeah. You can
Mhm.
use
the bottoms.
If you have a little pocket knife and you roll down your window in your truck or car or whatever, you'll feel on the glass it's like kind of rough.
Yeah.
You can wet your knife and use that as a sharpening stone.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's just like a fine abrasive. That's all you need. I'd highly recommend diamond stones. If you're sharpening your knives with stones, you can get stone sharpening devices. Like you can go the traditional route, whetstone, put it in a block, and you get it wet, and you just like scrape your knife over it. But you have to hold it at a certain angle, and you have to be consistent with it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tool that clamps onto your knife, clamps onto a table, clamps onto your knife, and then you put a sharpening stone in this little like thingy that just moves.
Yeah.
Like so the stone moves, the blade doesn't, and it keeps like where the angle of the little rod is, keeps the same angle every time. So I can sharpen a 20-degree cut into any knife. And it's 20 degrees all the way across.
I just
or
like the
15.
wand because you
That's a honing rod.
honing rod.
Yes, but they say you should use that basically before you start cooking. Like you should at least hit a steel with it. But when it comes to like
Really
restoring your
sharpening.
knife,
Oh, restoring. Okay.
yeah, stone it up.
You want to stone it up.
Makes
And
sense.
don't throw your knife away. If you have a big old chip in it,
Seriously.
don't throw it away. You can grind all the metal down so there's no more chip and then sharpen that.
Yeah.
There you go. You still got a knife.
So cut you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll still get you.
Sharp knife is a safe knife though.
Yeah, it seems
Dull knife.
counterintuitive, but
Unless you're trying to cut through corrugated plastic, which is what I did, and then it proceeded, because it was a sharp knife, to go through my whole thumb.
Don't cut your fingers.
Okay, well, I was 10. Yeah.
Well, that's a problem too.
Went
Yeah.
straight through my fucking whole thumb.
corrugated pipe doesn't seem like
Surgery.
something you want to.
No,
Cut.
corrugated plastic. Like, I
Still.
was opening a paintball mask. Yeah, that shit sucks.
Oh, like those blister packs?
Yeah. Fuck was that?
I hate
Oh,
those
those blister packs?
I hate those blister packs.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
They
Yeah.
suck. Anyway,
I mean, that's basically what I had on knives, cheap and inexpensive.
There's your kitchen.
right there.
Now go home,
We
cook
done
yourself
built
some
for-
macaroni and cheese.
Stick your knife in a mac and cheese craft box and twizzle around for a little bit.
Throw your cutting board at the wall. Go over there, pick it up,
Yeah.
put your knife in it, spin it around. Don't
Yeah.
cut yourself.
Yeah.
And drink a hot cup of coffee out of soda lime glass. And then throw it in the fridge.
Yep.
See what happens.
See
do
what
that.
happens. Your shit. We don't care.
Well, I mean, if it's soda lime, then it's gonna implode. So that's better.
But it has coffee in it. So
It just goes,
it just creates a black,
Black
hole in your refrigerator.
what's in the corner? Every time I put my hand in your fridge, it just gets sucked into the corner.
Oh, that's
yeah.
my that's a little black hole.
Yeah, I broke a glass in there last week.
Left my coffee in there a little too long.
Kind of shitty. You can't clean it out. It's nice though. I just throw shit into it if it's
Yeah.
old.
My neighbor starts screaming every time I do. It's weird.
Why are there so many fucking vegetables in my closet? Yeah, I don't know. It turns out the black hole just goes to his closet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's just a little wormhole. It's cool.
Put my finger in there a while ago and felt some of the rough, wet thing. His cat was licking my finger.
Oh yeah.
Pretty trippy at first, to be honest.
I can't tell you how many old rubbery carrots I've thrown into that guy's closet.
Could you imagine you open your closet and there's just like 5 carrots?
Yeah, I got pretty drunk a couple
Like
nights ago.
what?
And well, I shit into a turkey baster and squirted it in the hole. Just want to see what would happen.
Just see where it went. I knew where it went.
I knew where it went. I just wanted to see what happened. Like, yeah, he screamed. He screamed louder than normal.
It's funny. He blamed his cat though.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Shit all over his white dress shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a free cat now. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, also, I think my neighbor's moving out if you want to move in.
Huh. Well,
That was our only bit so far.
I know. That was.
I feel like we should have more bits. What happened?
Yeah, we should be more
That's a very
bitty.
informational episode.
exhausted.
I know. Cole and I got back from a trip. So
We went motorcycling.
motorcycling.
Canada's hard to motorcycle.
No,
at.
we drug our bikes up a cliff. We, just
Yeah, we
drug.
kinda did.
We didn't ride
Pushed-
a motorcycle. We
pushed our
drug them up
bikes
cliffs.
up a hillside.
Jesus,
Fuck's
Yeah.
sakes.
And I
Fox
I
eggs.
went to a Bavarian village.
That's hard.
that's exhausting.
Yeah, I had to float down a river. That was tough.
Oh man.
Jeez.
I can't imagine what your body's going through at this moment.
I mean, there was literally vultures waiting for us to die.
And you were about to.
I was
Wow, I
thinking
believe
about it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
Too many bratwursts.
Yeah, actually.
Too many schweins.
So much meat on board. I might perish.
these Hefeweizens are not sitting very well in my stomach.
The vultures are like, I wonder what meat they're full of.
It's probably Schwein and bratwurst.
Well, it's pepperoni.
I like the spicy mustard.
Yeah.
The Gasradish.
It's America, though, so they're not Bavarian.
Yeah.
Leavenworth. Everything's Bavarian.
Yeah.
If you look at the town and go straight up, Bavarian. Airspace, everything.
All of it's Bavarian.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody flies over, it's like, all right, right now we're about to fly into, oh, welcome to Leavenworth. We've made it. And we're out of Leavenworth airspace. I want to thank you for traveling. Air Leavenworth.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, well, speaking of Air Leavenworth, we have some people that would love to play through the airwaves a show.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's a no-name trivia game
No.
sound. Hit it. I don't know, right here.
This is a good spot.
This is a good spot.
Whoa, he's back now. What?
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
What can I say?
Fucking-
I went to the mall in Cambodia.
Excuse me?
What can he say?
Just teleported there.
He went to the
Mall in
mall
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Did you go through the guys?
They had a limited edition drop on some dunks I wanted.
Dunks. Like
Dunkin'
Dunkin'
Donuts.
Like shoes.
No, limited edition donut shoes?
We're just like donuts.
Definitely donuts.
Like Dunkin' Donuts, that's what you thought of?
Yeah, I mean, dunks.
I've never heard they called that.
What the hell?
I mean, I haven't heard it either.
Dunks?
I don't know. You went to Canada. I thought you just learned new words.
It's like
No,
Cambodia.
We have
Oh,
fucking Timmy's
jeez.
up there. Well, he did. He had Timmy's.
Yeah.
I didn't have any Timmy's.
Timmy Horn
So good.
Horns.
They have a chicken cilantro lime wrap. It's actually really good.
Ooh, that's
It was the middle of the day. I wanted to get a double, but
Okay, I got a
It was the middle of
donut.
the
I got a
day.
donut, right? Like I got a fucking donut, and I got in the car and I pulled the donut out of the packaging to eat the donut, and the entire glaze stuck in the bag. And I pulled the donut out, nothing, just bare donut. Every little bit of glazy sugar got stuck in the bag.
you got to turn the bag inside out.
It's like, dude, I just threw it out. I got pissed. Fuck me, fine.
I would have eaten.
God
that
was saying,
glaze.
you're putting on a couple extra pounds. That's weird.
God,
Yeah,
this is
that
a
happened.
weeboo. Anyway,
Okay,
So, the no-name trivia game. I'm going to ask these fellas a question.
shut up.
They
Only
are
one?
going to raise their hand at the end of the question. The first person to raise their hand, I will call on them. If they get the answer correct, they hear this noise. And if they get the answer incorrect, they hear this noise. And if their answer is just ridiculous, and your answer,
and sometimes they hear this.
sometimes they hear that.
I wonder if that got picked up.
That's Coley's
That was
asshole.
a stupid fart.
Right.
This is a
Yeah.
stupid fart.
I had
It
my
wasn't-
silencer
it went-
on.
It's not a stupid fart. It was a nice fart. Okay, it tried. It
Yeah.
It has to pay the bills. Okay,
It didn't feel stupid.
It felt pretty smart. Just like this first question. Are you boys
Is
ready?
this standard format? Just like
This is standard
Okay.
format. It is kind of
Not Jeopardy.
asked. It
What
is.
is
It's
the question?
the questions are kind of asked in a little bit of a Jeopardy way, but not Jeopardy
That's cool.
answers.
Cool.
Well, let's see how it is.
So I tried to find questions that are a little bit easier.
Okay, thanks.
What color is
Okay.
blue?
Thank you.
Orange.
Thank you, Josh. That's funny.
So, first question. Which bird is known for its long curved beak and is often associated with tropical regions and bright, colorful feathers?
What?
Well, actually,
He had it up first, but then you put it down. Mine
Because
stayed up.
I realized he was still talking.
yeah, I was still talking.
Okay,
I
so
thought you
put
said bright, colorful peak, and I was like,
Do we raise after?
After the question,
should
is
raise
I
fully
go
after the
answered.
first, though. 'Cause I thought he was done.
Okay, you can go for. You can get this one.
Toucan.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, hold on. There we go.
Level.
Let me here. I gotta set this up a little bit better.
We need
Do
a
you
way
think-
to know that you're done. Just
By
speak fast. Don't pause.
I mean, I thought I did that, but you guys just did it anyway.
Well, because I knew it was toucan. You said
I
which
also
bird, and I was
knew it
like,
was
"Ah,
toucan."
obviously it's toucan.
Long, colorful. Yep.
It's always toucan.
Ostrich.
Yeah.
Why's my beard gone?
This social insect is known for its complex colonies and foraging behavior. Coley.
Haha. Ants.
Correct.
We have some in the studio with us today. Special guest.
In studio today. Well, I'm working on that. What is the smallest state in the United States by land area?
God damn.
Coley.
What?
Well, because you raised
You
your
were
hand
like,
during the
because
You
question.
said what's the smallest state in the U.S.? And he said by land area.
Just wait until I'm
There's just a
done.
long
It's
question.
not that hard.
Wait until he's done, dude.
Coley.
Rhode Island.
What the fuck? I was first.
I know it. I don't. I know.
Because I'm like, oh wait, I don't want to interrupt.
Wait until I'm done.
I'm gonna wait until you look up.
It
Like you guys,
sounds like you're done. What is the smallest state in the
telling,
U.S.?
You're telling me to say it all as fast as I
It's
can.
hard.
in one thing.
It's
and
hard
then-
not to. Okay.
I'll wait till you look up.
Yeah, I mean, this South African president won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 for his efforts to dismantle the country's apartheid
I know
system.
it. Like the first question, the first
Keenan,
Nelson Mandela.
correct.
I think they're just too long.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, these were made for children, so I think it's to give them enough time to think about it. Who was the first person to walk on the moon? Cully.
Neil Armstrong.
Check the tapes. Check the tapes. It's fine.
Buzz Aldrin.
What's your guys' scores?
2-2.
3.
3-2.
Yeah.
3-2.
32.
Okay.
Even though I was definitely first in the Rhode Island
I
one.
gave you the first question.
But I haven't got the Rhode
You're
Island one
still
because I was still first
complaining.
on
Oh my
that one.
God.
Oh my
Next
god.
question. What
Oh my
meteorological
Good gravy.
Meteorological.
what meteorological phenomenon is characterized by a funnel-shaped cloud? Cully.
Tornado.
Donada.
Yeah, that was first.
Meteorological.
Meteorological.
Meteor shaped.
Meteor.
That is a hard word.
meteorological.
Meteorological.
Yeah.
Meteorological.
Meteorological.
Meteor-
Meteorological.
It's like
Yeah.
meteor, and then you add another O, and then
logical.
logical.
Yeah. Okay. It's meteorological. Jesus Christ. What's it?
Okay. In soccer, what is it called when a player uses their head to hit the ball? Cully, just slightly.
Header.
I feel like I'm
it's-
so first on these. Oh my gosh.
It's called oh noggin bunk, innit?
How far is 10 kilometers in miles?
Shit.
Keenan.
Do you want like the decimal?
Yeah, that's part
Fuck
of it.
off. Do you want it rounded to the nearest decimal of pi? No. I know pi's for circles. Fuck yourself.
6 point. You want the decimal?
It's part of it, yeah.
6.4.
Chance for a steal.
6.5?
I think it's 6.5.
Oh.
I was looking for 6.2.
2.
Ooh.
5K is 3.1 miles. 10K is 6.2.
Well, that's just brilliant.
Brilliant.
Fucking math questions.
Which berry is the primary ingredient in traditional jam at Wimbledon?
At Wimbledon.
Excuse me?
Which berry is the primary ingredient in traditional jam at Wimbledon? Keenan.
Marion?
Transfer steel.
The tennis thing.
I think so.
Like, what
Yes.
the fuck does that have to do with
Fucking European traditions. Or British.
raspberry?
I was looking for strawberry.
Mm.
Ah,
Strawberry.
So what's the scores? 4-2.
yeah.
Okay.
What's up, dude?
I'm unhappy with this game.
The Lone Star State is located in this region of the United States. Cully.
Wait, what? I didn't.
Region.
Southern.
He put his hand up.
The southern. Lone Star State, south.
Sorry, I'm going to need more than that.
Fuck yourself, dude. Fuck your questions.
More
Fuck
than the
this game.
southern
Yeah.
region.
Yeah. 5, 4,
This what
3.
region of the United States?
2,
What
1.
does that fucking mean? The Gulf.
Out. It was specifically looking for southwest.
Oh, get on a plane
Texas
and take
is
off.
south. No one ever calls Texas Southwest. Huh. Whatever.
I guess
That's just what it was looking for.
Southwest
Okay,
Airlines.
you raised your hand before the question was over.
I don't know what you're talking
Barely. So I was like, what the fuck?
about. I didn't get it right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Calm your pajamas,
So
man.
what's the way we're doing here?
Well, fuck off.
I'm trying to wait, but then you keep getting it first, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm raising my hand for the next
God
question. I already
damn
know
it.
what the answer is.
I mean, I got to say, I
might
have
have
to
been.
cut you off there because
Yeah.
that was the last question.
It was
Yeah.
Southwest.
Damn, dude. Southwest. Duh. You didn't get it right either.
No, I know. I was like, I don't know, the Gulf.
All right, 4-2. Cully's our winner.
42. Hell yeah. Thank
I'm
you.
ups-
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
the
salty
wiener.
about that game.
Was this 2 in a row? Did I win last time?
Yeah, you did win last time.
Fuck yeah, buddy. Still got the crown, the wiener crown. I'm the big wiener.
We're gonna make a big wiener trophy for
Look
you.
at my wiener.
Yeah.
It's a dildo. It's a Velcro dildo to like my old baseball trophy.
It's just a golden dildo. It should not be making that
Hey, we
noise.
wanted gold, but they didn't have that, so it's like an off yellowy kind of. It's gross.
You just spray paint it.
Yeah.
So for
It's real gold.
one of my friend's 18th birthdays, nice. That was a good one. That's what Josh's butt. needed. For my friend's 18th birthday, we took the shift knob off his car and got a 18-inch big black dildo that was like girthy as fuck, and we drilled a hole in the bottom and stuck it on his shifter. And we just like waited for him to say something. He never said anything. And
Wow.
it was so fucking funny because he knew like obviously it was us. He never said anything, but he was like, "Yeah, let's go for a ride." And we get in the car, and he still has the big black cock on his shifter.
Oh my god!
He
that's
never
funny,
says a
buddy.
word, and like as you
So-
shift, it like slaps you in the wrist. It's so funny, dude.
Ew.
Just nerd.
Yeah, they're just like
nerd.
it would slap the dash too. So yeah, it was fucking big.
How many
thing,
inches?
dude.
Like 14?
It was 18-inch,
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
large.
It's like a forearm.
Yeah, we went to Lovers, and we were like, "We need the biggest dildo you have." There's like 5 guys, and they're like, "Okay, we are."
We're just
told
going to be cheaper to buy
not
one and
to
split it up.
judge. Yeah, it's not for us; it's for our buddy.
We're gonna do it. It's a prank. It's a.
We're
you
gonna
know,
we're
prank
gonna we're gonna give it to him. Fuck. There's no good way to say this.
They're just like, so is this like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
with a dildo?
I mean, essentially, we did take it off and put it on another buddy's car because he also had a stick shift. So
It'd be really funny if you just put it in some guy who just has an automatic
just like, well, we stuck it on the front.
drive.
Stuck it on the front of people's cars too, like where the badge would be. It was just like a big cock hanging off the fucking
my
hood.
God.
It was so funny.
Yeah, I had a sleepover and I pretended to have a boner and my friend didn't like that.
Excuse me.
Oh, I like pretended I put a dildo in my pants, 18-inch dildo in my pants.
I'm concerned. Is this a bit or is this real?
No. Yeah, I had a sleepover and I put an 18-inch dildo in my pants.
How old were you?
Oh, 25. Let's just say things didn't go as planned.
So was that the campsite
We don't talk about it.
last weekend? We had a lot of tequila, man. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Tequila makes your clothes fall off.
The
and
the park lady said that tequila is a drug, not an alcohol.
Yeah.
She said it gets you high because it's from cactus.
Yeah.
Cacti.
Agave. 100% agave. And then she also was like, you should try 1800 coconut tequila. I was like, that sounds good, because I wanted the conversation to end.
Oh, I love
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. Actually, I will try that, though. It does sound good.
It
Yeah,
sounds
that
like
pretty good.
tequila and sunscreen.
Does that not sound good?
It does, actually.
Coating my insides.
I drink sunscreen. Shit smells awesome.
That's what some people would do, I guess, back in the day, is they would empty sunscreen and then just put a bunch of like liquor in it and then go to the beach.
Yeah, but then you're getting like.
But then it looks
sunscreen
really
taste.
weird that you're just like fucking chugging.
Why don't you just bring alcohol to the beach?
Why don't you
Sack
just
up.
drink sunscreen like a fucking man?
Yeah, either drink sunscreen or drink alcohol.
I don't know. Some places are really strict, especially if it's like glass.
Cops like, sir, I know you put alcohol in that. And you're like, joke's on you, dude. It's copper tone.
Oh, gross. Dude, you gotta like blend the whatever vodka with like some sort of like, what's a really thick food item?
Egg white.
No, like thick. Like what's really thick?
Thickened
It's
water.
like thick
Whipped cream.
thick whipped cream, like the real whip. I don't know.
Whipping-
Heavy whipping
whipping
cream.
Yeah, heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
Maybe if you like blended that with, maybe it'd make like a sunscreen-ish texture.
Maybe. It actually tastes kind of good.
That'd be a fun.
You could do like a pina colada thing too.
Ooh, yeah. Blend it all up.
Yeah, blend it all up.
Guys, I think I know
Or-
what we're doing next summer.
I had a drink. It's the best drink I've ever had at Jimmy Buffett's. It was called the Havana Banana. I was in Jamaica. Fucking got me ripped. So good, and it was thick. It was like I damn near needed a spoon at a bar.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a brand idea.
Brand idea?
I just came into my mind real quick.
'Kay.
It's vapes.
Yep.
The brand name is Kosher, and we make pickle vapes. It tastes like pickle. We got the classic classic. We got the spice. We got the spicy dill.
I don't want it.
We got the low sodium Kosher little baby boys, and they're all shaped like each one of them too.
little gherkins.
And it's yeah. We get like brand endorsements from these ones.
Get
the
the-
classic classic's the best seller. But
get the Big Mama one. That's
yeah, one's a big ass fucking phone sized.
yeah, like 6 pounds. Of
And they all
pickle.
taste like the pickle. I think a pickle vape would fucking pop off.
a
It'd
vape.
probably pop off.
It's a vape
yeah.
shaped in the pickle of the brand. Classic
Shaped in the
Classic's the
pickle
best
of
one.
the pickle.
Yeah,
Classic
spicy.
classic.
And the brand name's Kosher.
Yeah. Anyone listening to that? No, don't. You didn't hear that.
That's ours.
Hey,
Nice.
whoa,
Hey,
whoa,
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 whoa.
Delete that.
There's a lawsuit coming. Copyrighted.
No. Set it out, because this is what we can prove it that we came up with the idea first.
Yeah.
Time stamped.
Yeah, I didn't copyright it though. I haven't copyrighted.
9:09 Monday, September 9th.
Monday, September 9th,
Oh my
2024.
God.
2024.
Never forget.
If there's a dill pickle, I'm
Not yet.
coming at you with a
Oh.
hefty lawsuit. They'll be like, "Did you copyright it?" No.
Like, well, no.
Did
we have a
did you, like,
podcast
did
that
you
proves
have any
it.
legal rights that it's yours?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Legally, I said it.
Yeah.
It's legally, we're making it legally.
You're listening right now to how exactly I thought this was going to happen, and
Yeah.
you're doing it. You're doing what I thought.
God, I want a pickle right now.
See? And you're like, oh, fuck, I just have my awesome classic with me.
I don't want to vape a pickle.
You might.
I want to eat a pickle.
You might.
Oh man,
All
It's
right.
not bad. It's a pretty good idea.
I want like a good crunchy pickle. I kind of want to make my own pickle.
Hey, man, can I get the 5% 3-pack of classic classics? Oh, wait, no. Can I try the spicy dill today? Yeah, right on.
What do you want, Marlboros or Camels? Like, no.
Can I
Classic Classics.
Can I get the
Menthol.
kosher? Oh, all right.
All right.
That's again silly.
Let's let
All
these
right.
poor people go.
It's the night sillies.
Thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Diff. Next week, we'll be switching it up.
Yeah.
We'll be premiering a new type of episode called What'd They Say?
Huh?
Where we find some crazy stories online and give our take on the situation.
We're talking about funny shit. It's going to be funny. Tune in because I don't even know. It's going to be funny.
It's going to be good.
Read it.
It's gonna be
Listen.
interesting.
Listen to us read it.
And react to it. We're going to react so hard.
Yeah, we're gonna read it and talk it and react, and you're gonna hear it and react to us. React. Funny.
I'm definitely going
That was
to
a
mispronounce
reaction.
a word.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
It's kind of guaranteed at this point.
That's the hook that gets people listening.
Learn to pronunciate.
Look at this guy. He fucking stupid.
Mirror turlogical. Meteoronauticals.
Meteor laundromat.
He adds the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Get out of tune.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated?
Yeah.
You can connect with us at what'sthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com. Bitch.
I just like that little.
Bye. All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Eat a pickle.
Vape one.